Namaskar friends, I am Devashish and I am back again with my second part of video regarding the projections for next Lok Sabha elections. And like I briefed you in my last video, based on broad you know commonality and characteristics, I have divided all the states that will be going to poll into four quadrants or brackets, as you may call it. So now I will elaborate a bit more before we pick up some states from each quadrant to give you the seat projections for today as part one of this projection. So first quadrant is of states where the ruling dispensation is very dominant, and you can call it pro incumbency, where the ruling party is likely to garner majority of seats without any difficulty. So here in this category, the states that are falling is Assam with 14 seats, Goa 2 seats, Gujarat 26 seats, Haryana 10 seats, Madhya Pradesh 29 seats, Uttar Pradesh 80 seats, Uttarakhand 5 seats, and Northeast, other than Assam of course, 11 seats. So this dominant or pro incumbency bracket totals up to 177 MPs, Lok Sabha MPs. Now coming to the second quadrant, where ruling dispensation NDA is very weak, traditionally has been weak. Even if they have increased their vote share, they have not converted it into seats so far. So the rule here, the states that are there where NDA is weak is Andhra Pradesh with 25 MPs, Kerala 20, Odisha 21, Punjab 13, Tamil Nadu 39, and Telangana 17. Here the total is for the weak states is 135. Then like I said, the third quadrant, which is where the ruling party in the state might be of opposition, but when these states traditionally the last 5 to 10 years vote, they vote vehemently in favor of Modi. So for center they need maybe NDA, or that is the preference that they have shown in previous elections. So these states are Chhattisgarh with 11 MPs, Himachal Pradesh 4 MPs, Jharkhand 14 MPs, Karnataka 28 MPs, where till recently NDA was in power, but now it falls in this bracket because the state assembly has gone to Congress. And Rajasthan 25 MPs, where in the last Vidhan Sabha and Lok Sabha elections, the state government of BJP lost, but Modi got all the 25 seats as MP. Delhi again is a typical example of this category, where the Aam Aadmi Party wins the local elections very easily, be it local body, municipal elections or assembly. But when it comes to MP, 7 out of 7 goes to BJP. And then I have put union territories which are other than Delhi are there, where predominantly UTs have been center centric. So I would not call it Modi centric, but since currently Modi is in power, so they are in the same bracket. So UTs 12 MPs. So this category total is 101 MPs. The fourth quadrant is like I briefed you earlier, is I have named it Enigma, because these are only 3 states, but lot of crisscross movements of pre-poll alliance to post-poll alliance, parties breaking up, and people moving from one party to another before election and then moving back to another party, and poll-related violence, and lot of heated political, you can say, atmosphere is there that way. And right now people do not know, with so many fragments there, in the political scenario and alliances changing hands, who will be benefiting. So analysis for even psephologists, in spite of drawing samples, is difficult. So there are only three states here: Bihar, West Bengal, and Maharashtra. But all three are having a lot of MPs. So Bihar has 40, West Bengal 42, and Maharashtra 48. So within these three states, the total is 130 MPs. Now, like I said, to make it um, sound fair, or the phase wise projection should be on a kind of not lopsided. We'll pick up few states from each category in this phase. So I have divided the projection into three parts. So now in this is my second video, but for the seat projections based on the ground realities and the sense check I have done on the ground level for next Lok Sabha elections, if they were to happen around this time or maybe in a few months time, and then the likely scenario of seats will be like this. So today we'll be picking up few states from each category, and like I said, my analysis will be based on the worst case scenario projections for BJP and NDA, because the entire discussion that is gripping the nation is whether Modi will come back to power, whether this government will come back to power, and opposition is getting united against this alliance. So whether they will be thrown out of power. So what could be the worst case scenario? So now from dominant category, I am picking up two states in today's not two, four states: Assam, Madhya Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and Northeast. So that will complete the entire Northeast: Assam and Northeast, Uttarakhand, and MP. So let's go state by state now. So in Assam, like I said, since this category itself defines itself dominantly with the leading the ruling dispensation, so based on ground realities and the strong support that the local CM has got in last 5 to 10 years, Hemanta Biswa Sarma, ever since he switched to BJP and NDA, he has been very instrumental in getting NDA, in power in most of the northeastern states. So Assam, the projection is 11 to 12 seats will go to NDA alliance. That's a minimum, and maximum 1 or 2 seats should go to Congress and opposition put together. And more or less it is, but for 1 or 2 assembly seats. For MP level, it's direct Congress and BJP fight kind of state. So local small political parties are there. So, but since we are talking of worst case scenario here, so I will put the NDA number in Assam worst case scenario as 10 out of 40. Coming to Goa, 2 seats, both the seats should go to BJP as per current estimates. But still, like I said, worst case scenario, small state where few thousand votes changing here and there can change the scenario. So for worst case scenario, we'll keep NDA and BJP 1 out of 2. Then coming to Madhya Pradesh, again the ground realities suggest that BJP should come back to power here in terms of getting majority MPs. It could be as high as maybe 26 to 28 out of 29 MPs, and Congress could win only maybe maximum 1 to 3. But again, going by the logic of worst case scenario, we'll put the Madhya Pradesh number as 24. Just, anything goes wrong here and there, but still our projections will be intact. Though in all these cases, the NDA should perform on the higher side of the projections, because I am taking only the worst come possible. Now coming to the second quadrant, which is NDA weak states. Here for this first projection, I have picked up only one state, which is Andhra Pradesh. It has 25 seats, and Jagan Mohan Reddy is in power, and he's popular. And here I would like to touch upon one thing, that there are few states still in India where the regional parties were born on the anti-Congress plank, which sometimes we do not understand as youngsters, and we do not realize their background. So, if at all these parties, people say why Andhra Pradesh they fight, Jagan Mohan Reddy fights with Congress, and then BJP in the state, and when it comes to voting in Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha, mostly they go with the government because they cannot go with Congress. Same is the case for maybe Karnataka, where the JDS was born on the anti-Congress plank, or we can call it Odisha, BJD, Telangana. The entire struggle of getting Telangana, this thing was in the anti-Congress regime, and the genesis of TRS is from that plank. And Congress is still potent force in these states, where Congress has become irrelevant, even if, like in Bihar, maybe JDU and RJD born out of anti-Congress plan, but now since there is no Congress, so everybody can pally with them and give them one seat out of 40 to fight, because Congress is their cadre is almost non-existent. Same with BJP, giving them 3 seats. UP, giving them 3 seats. One can be friendly with them, but Jagan Mohan Reddy or BJD or TRS or JDS, if they have to take a call between whether we should go with Congress or BJP, in most of the crucial times, these parties will go with against Congress. So we have to understand this political reality. So Andhra Pradesh, BJP is very weak, and here they are not wanting to go with alliance with Chandrababu Naidu, because they know that if they go with Chandrababu Naidu, they can have a couple of MPs of their own from this state, and they can help Chandrababu Naidu also get maybe half a dozen or maybe few MPs. But majority of MPs will be from Jagan Mohan's party, and then Jagan Mohan Reddy may not play Man Friday for BJP in voting in Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. So they are in catch 22 situation, and they are foregoing their interest of getting 1 or 2 MPs, as long as they are fighting against Jagan Mohan, but not taking alliance with their direct opposition, which is Chandrababu Naidu. It's better strategy for the NDA alliance. So that is why their seat projection here will be 0 NDA. Now coming to Modi centric states, for this page I have picked up Himachal Pradesh, Jharkhand and Karnataka. So Himachal Pradesh, 4 seats are there. All 4 are likely to go with BJP. BJP is very strong even in the state assembly. Many people do not realize that if you add the BJP contestant vote and around 21 turncoats who fought, who were denied tickets and fought independently, their votes, if you add, the winning votes of Congress in assembly will be lesser. So BJP lost more because of Bhidarghat and not controlling its own team rather than for Congress. So when it comes to MP, all 4 seats will go to HP, but like worst case scenario logic, we'll keep 3 here for the NDA. Jharkhand again, 11 to 12 seats are likely to go with NDA. So, but worst case scenario logic, we'll again keep 10 for NDA. Karnataka, last time they had won around 25 or so, but now um, again they should get majority of seats, and there is a possible scenario that JDS might come to have a partnership with them for Lok Sabha elections, because they have lost their political ground to a great extent. So coming with BJP will help them at least be a force. So if that happens, then again they can be very dominant. But I am discounting that because that kind of alliance has not taken shape as of now. So right now I feel that BJP should win around 22 to 23 seats. But going by the worst case scenario logic, again Karnataka, and with recent euphoria again towards Congress getting assembly seats, though I am discounting it entirely for the Lok Sabha elections. That's how this quadrant is there, because I find they are Modi centric for Lok Sabha. But still, to be devil's advocate, I will keep the BJP projection here as 80, worst case scenario. Then coming to the fourth quadrant, which is Enigma, West Bengal. West Bengal, yes, till recently it was falling in the same bracket of Modi loving state, because assembly went to Mamata, and BJP won as many as 18 out of 42 seats in last Lok Sabha election. But after that, there has been a lot of political violence against this cadre, and maybe the local cadres are feeling that BJP as a force from center cannot protect their livelihoods there, because state government is maybe biased towards protecting their own kingdom or something like that. Local police is again is a force to reckon with. So maybe this time BJP's tally will come down, and if India alliance happens, and if there is some likely understanding with Congress or CPM, even one of them with Mamata, then but still since they were in 18, I think they will come down to maybe 11, 12 NDA. But again, as the worst case scenario, we'll keep the West Bengal tally as 9 for NDA out of 42, which is definitely it will do better than that. So now this has already been 17 minutes, so let me quickly sum up. This we have covered 172 seats by now, and out of which worst case scenario I count again 10 in Assam, 1 in Goa, 11 1 in Goa, so 11, and 24 in MP, so 35, and Uttarakhand 4, 39. Northeast 11 seats. My projection worst case scenario is 7 for NDA, so 46. Then 46. After that we discussed Himachal Pradesh 3, 49, and Jharkhand 10, 59, Karnataka 18, 77, West Bengal 9, 86, and Andhra Pradesh 0, so 86. So we have discussed 174 seats till now, and out of which NDA worst case scenario is 88. So keep watching, and within next 2 videos I will be able to give you a very realistic estimate of what is going to happen in next Lok Sabha elections. Thank you.